Good evening. Welcome everybody. Hope you had a great day. We've got 12 people on the call. Good evening. You're welcome. It's good to have you all here. Hope you had a beautiful day. Welcome. Good evening. Hi. Hope you all had a great day. Please drop in the comment box the location you're joining us from. And yeah, hi everyone. Yeah, let's know how your day went. It's good to have you here. Welcome. I had quite a busy day. I've been in the training room all day, but it's been a productive day, so I'm excited. And I'm looking forward to this session. Hi, Madam Chair. I see Madam Ify from Lagos. Nick here. It's been a busy day. I know, right? No, this will be an interesting session. So you're gonna relax here. Danielle, hi. You're welcome. Please, where are you joining us from? I'd like to know. Busy day, productive day. Awesome. From Lagos, Precious from Lagos, you're welcome. Toyin from USA, hi. It's good to have you here. Oh, welcome. My Abuja lady, Aisha, welcome. It's good to have you here. Ekaite from Uyo, Afyong from Port Harcourt. Welcome, ladies. Welcome. Yeah, Jide, good to have you all the way from the UK. Welcome. Another Abuja Connect. We should connect, please. It's good to have you here. Arya from Ogun, welcome. How's your day been? BC from Lagos, it's good to have you all here. Our numbers are increasing, so that's good. Let's just get into it. My name is Beatrice Izewe Opara. Like I said, I'm anchoring the session from Abuja. So all my Abuja people, Tope from Abuja, it's good to have you here. I work with the Corporate Communications Department of the Central Bank of Nigeria. I am a business enthusiast. One of the reasons I'm excited about this session this evening. You know, with all that's happening in Nigeria, I've come to learn firsthand tips on how to make some cash from my passion. Even if it's me smiling and making money, I'm here for it. It's good to have it. Restful day from Lagos. Wow, I envy you. Tolu. I wish I had that. Welcome. I'd like to use this opportunity to thank the management of WIMBIZ for giving me the opportunity to be your anchor this evening. Thank you, WIMBIZ. Thank you for creating this platform, for helping ladies, empowering us. On behalf of all the WIMBIZ ladies, I'm grateful. We're all grateful. Thank you so much. You're welcome to the October Associates and Life Members e-learning session. And for today, we'll be looking at entrepreneurial drive, turning passion into lasting success. Like I said earlier on, we know all what is happening. We are all, maybe not all, but me particularly. Hey, Madam Okechinya, it's good to have you here. Personally, I've been looking for how to make more money. So it's good to be here this evening to learn from a serial entrepreneur, basically. So, but before I go further with that, I would like to welcome the chair of the WIMBIZ membership committee to come and give us an opening remark. Then from there, we'll go on. Madam Ifeanyiwa Okafor, please come do us the honors.
Hi
Thank you.
everyone. Hi Beatrice, how you doing?
I'm
Love to
fine,
see
thank
your
you,
sunny
ma'am.
smile always. Hello everyone, good evening. So it's my great pleasure to welcome you all to the final e-learning session of the year. Yes, we've been doing this. I think this is the fifth one, and it's been hosted by my amazing team, the membership committee. Please, can we have some hot emojis in the committee for my committee, in the chat box for my committee? My committee has been doing amazing stuff. You guys are all here because of the efforts that we all do in our several capacities. But this e-learning session, this is our baby. And so it's with much pride that I always come here to talk about it. Today's session is going to be an insightful one. Like Beatrice said, we're all trying to, turn our passions into some revenue, even if it's not about revenue, but something sustainable, something that lives beyond us. And so in these times that we're working, it's essential to understand how our passions can stand the test of time. Thank you so much for all the love and support. But before we talk about today's session, I want to do a bit of a recap because I know we have new people here. When we say e-learning, like you guys don't know what we've been doing the past year, but let me remind you let me let you know and remind you for those who know. So WIMBIZ e-learning session is where we call back into our members. It's a session that is strictly for members only. And we also use the opportunity to showcase the skills and the experience of our members. Everybody who speaks in the e-learning session is a fully paid up associate or life member. So if you feel the need to come and talk to us about something, you think it's something that the committee needs to know, get in touch with headquarters to let us know, and we'll get the conversation going to set it up. Now, what have we been doing this year? In February, when dollar was just going up, 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 and everybody was just sweating, we thought to bring in someone to pour some cold water. And she talked about empowering your financial independence amidst today's economic landscape. And she provided us with insights of how to manage our finances in uncertain times and practical steps, like steps we could take that day to achieve and sustain financial independence. And then in May, after we welcomed our first batch of associates, we said, you know what? Let's give them value upon value. And we just went into volunteering, mentoring, and networking, how to maximize your WIMBIZ membership. Like, are we cool or what? We bring you in and we show you how to work the system. And we were able to help you, show people how to strengthen their ties within the network by highlighting the immense value of participating actively through volunteering, mentoring, networking, and how those activities can serve as tools for professional success and meaningful connection. Then after we did that, in July, we decided to take you to the future because, hey, WIMBIZ, we don't play. If we're going to the future, WIMBIZ is there waiting for you. And so we did maximizing your business and career potentials with AI. Yeah, we brought AI here. And we talked about how AI can help you, building efficiency into your businesses, how it can help you with as tools for innovation, efficiency, strategic success, in even your career as well, not just business. And then when we finished taking it to the future, we said, let's help you let your business stand the test of time. And so in September, we tackled talent succession and succession management for organizational continuity. And so we focused on the importance of identifying, nurturing, and retaining talent to ensure long-term success. And we emphasized about how strong succession plans can safeguard the future of both corporate and entrepreneurial ventures. I remember this session very well. And one thing I took away from it was your succession planning doesn't start from when you think you're going to be leading. It starts from the day you start that organization, that business, that plan. Like Stephen Covey says, you always start with the end in mind. So as you can see, each session has spoken to vital aspects of our lives. It has empowered us through the years. And for those who've missed any of them, or you just want to relive the experience, our esteemed HQ team will be dropping the links in the chat right now. So you can grab them from there, save them somewhere, and go and binge watch value upon value. And now, as the year comes to a close, we bring a topic that is relevant, and which is turning your passion into lasting success. So as you can see, this year, we've taken you on a journey. And when we say turning your passion, this is not just about entrepreneurs or creatives, even for you who work in the 9 to 5, your passion. I'm a 9 to 5 person, but my passion shines through both in my organization and outside of my organization. And as women in management, business, and public service, passion drives us to excel and to overcome challenges, right? So how do we turn this passion into into something that is lasting, into a legacy? We're going to hear from two speakers, not one, two speakers who have been able to do that. And they're going to share insights and tell us how they, create their legacies, not just for themselves, but for the people that come after that. So I encourage you to engage actively in the chat box. If you have questions, put them there. We will take questions after the session. Take notes and then consider how these tips are going to apply in your own pursuits. And then I want you to take all the energy, all the learning, all the excitement you've taken from this session and just bring it to our annual conference next month, where we are going to just blow your mind. If you've been in any of our circuits, you will see all the amazing topics that are coming. But trust me, those posts don't do it justice. So let's finish the year strong by setting that foundation for a lasting success. I want to thank you all for constantly being here with us, for supporting us, and we look forward to an inspiring and fruitful session with our dear speakers. Right.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair. Thank you, thank you. It's been quite an insightful journey. Thanks to the WIMBIZ management once more for keeping us in mind and creating platforms where we keep learning and growing. Thank you so much, Madam Chair. Thanks to the membership committee and all the WIMBIZ management. So going straight to the meat for today, I'll be introducing our speaker for this session. Our speaker is the managing director and CEO of Stars Investment Company Limited, overseeing the operations of a fleet of 11 ships that support offshore oil exploration in Nigerian waters. She holds a bachelor's degree in biology and psychology, an MSc in public health, and is an alumna of the Harvard Business School OPM program. Her leadership extends to several notable positions, including chairman of the technical committee of the Ship Owners Association of Nigeria, board member of the Development and Leadership Institute, DLI, and founding member and sponsorship director of the Women in Energy Network. Beyond her role in maritime, she is a serial entrepreneur and the founder of Haven Beauty brand. She has received numerous accolades, including the 2023 Business Leader of the Year in Shipping and Maritime. She is dedicated to advancing female entrepreneurs, channeling her passion through mentorship and various initiatives. She is a mother to a set of beautiful twin girls, a trailblazer, a visionary leader, innovative, charismatic. She's an epitome of grace and beauty, and she continues to raise the bar in every field she ventures into. Please join me with so many emojis, flowers, love. I mean, she's such a powerful woman, and I feel so honored to be introducing her for this session. Please join me as we welcome our special speaker for today, Ms. Irogama Ogbeifun. It's such an honor to have you here this evening, Iro.
Thank you. You called my full government name. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind words.
And you're looking so gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I want to thank the organizers at WIMBIZ for choosing me to share my wealth of knowledge today, my experience and my thoughts with their very esteemed and exclusive membership group. I don't take it for granted, and I don't take it lightly to be able to impart all that I've learned over the years with this wonderful group of people that are here. So without much ado, because I know that WIMBIZ is known for being punctual and for keeping to time, and as a life member, I would like to toe that line. So I'll just jump right.
Before you go forward, that Euro, there's something that's got me surprised yesterday. So while preparing for this session, I went to check out Iro again, and then I just decided to go into her DM, and I realized that sometime, I think specifically on the 14th of September 2023, I had slid into your DM.
Oh my goodness.
I guess, okay, so what happened was at some point, I've loved the hair industry. So so I saw Heaven Heck here, and I was like, who is this person? So I got interested when I realized I had a couple of branches. And then, who owns this business? And I saw she was into oil and gas. Who owns this? But then one day I saw you launching a supermarket. So I think you were launching a supermarket on this day, if you can remember.
Yes,
sometime
yes,
14th September in particular.
September,
And this was
the second one, yes.
Good, excellent. Yes, the second one. And this was the exact message I dropped. I need to visit you to learn all these business strategies. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. And here you're going to get it moderating me. What a
Who would have
world.
thought that a year after this will be happening? So thanks, WIMBIZ. And then thanks. This speaks to what we read about you on your profile of trying to support female entrepreneurs. Because when I asked you that question, when I dropped that comment, you were so warm. Because some people see comments on their DMs and they don't respond, but you actually responded in the midst of your busy schedule. Thank you. So
Thank you.
it's your stage. Go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So yes, I am surprised. And I'm going back to check that DM to see exactly what we said. Thank you once again. And so today I've been asked to speak on turning passion into long-lasting success. And to be honest, it's usually very controversial when I speak, because sometimes my opinions are how would I put it, not mainstream, right? And they're usually not going with the tide. Sometimes they go against the tide of what we're used to. So when I saw the topic, I was like, passion. Let me not be too controversial here, because I feel like sometimes when we think about passion, we're thinking, more hobby. We're thinking more hobby. We're thinking more feeling. But having done business for over 15 years, going to my own business, 2009, about 15 years now, I would say that passion should be fueling purpose. Passion should fuel purpose, and then purpose should drive enterprise. So I'm just going to say that again, so maybe someone would get that. So passion, your feeling, what you feel so strongly about should fuel your purpose, should ignite your purpose, and then that purpose should then drive enterprise. And I'll just try to break that down, about what I mean. So sometimes when we think about passion, we're thinking skill, things that we enjoy doing. Like, oh, I'm passionate about bead making. I'm passionate about jewelry. I'm passionate about, tailoring. But you could actually turn that passion to purpose by saying things like, I am passionate about people looking good, feeling good. I'm passionate about creating value. I like to create something out of nothing to something that generates value for the people who come across it. I'm passionate about helping people achieve their potential. That's purpose, right? And so when you're passionate about helping people achieve their purpose, then you can say, so I can be a consultant, and then you can tailor it down, and that's now driving enterprise. So for example, as an individual, so I'm a serial entrepreneur. So because when I look at the topic, I'm like, am I in the pharmaceutical industry because I am passionate about drugs and things like that? Not really. I'm not. I'm not a pharmacist. I'm a businesswoman, but I own 2 pharmacies. Am I in the supermarket retail business because I'm passionate about fast-moving consumer goods? Not really. But I'm passionate about creating value. I'm so restless. I see opportunity. I see an opportunity to create value, and I feel like I'm itching to design the solution that meets that need. That's my passion. And the other thing that I'm passionate about is creating a platform that generates value for multiple people, such as my employees. So they become my why. So my passion is driving my enterprise and is driving my reason for getting up. And I'm going to tell you why I'm starting this foundation with this, because we look at the topic, long-lasting success. So it's not how do I turn my passion into a business. You can turn your passion into a business that lasts for 2 years, and then you close shop, and then you're back to whatever else you were doing before. But I think the purpose of this session is saying, how do I build longevity in my enterprise? How do I build something that is bigger than me, something that can take on its own being and life and have its own structure and drive and move without me and is sustainable? How do I build that? And that's why I'm saying that passion is not sufficient. There needs to be purpose that can come out of passion. And that purpose is what will build is what will sustain and is what will take you to this success and make you wake up every day, because that purpose becomes your why. So what is my why? Money cannot be what your passion ignites, because money comes and money goes. If you're in business or in enterprise because of money, then you are in the wrong line of work. You need to go and get a 9-to-5 job, because money, there'll be days when you have money and there'll be days when you don't have money. There'll be days when your bank account will make you smile and you'll be happy. There'll be days when your bank account will make you cry. Like my friend said yesterday on YouTube, she cried tears of tears of blood. But just a few days ago, she was happy, celebrating that she was scaling up. She's a farmer. I was watching her video today on YouTube. And it just made me, it just reminded me of the world of business and how cyclical it is. So money cannot be the essence. Money cannot be the driver. There has to be more. There has to be something that is deeper. And that's what passion can help you develop with your purpose, and then you drive your business. So I'm just going to go right into some of the key points of how you can convert your passion, your purpose into long-lasting success. First thing is that your passion or your purpose must align with opportunity. So I'll just tell a few stories, if you don't mind, about where I'm coming from, so you can see that some of my experiences are really, some of what I'm saying to you is really backed by my experiences and what I've done, what I've seen, and where I'm coming from. So I went into the supermarket business. I opened my first supermarket in December 2022. Right? Yes, December 2022 was when I opened my first supermarket. And I'd never done retail before. I mean, I've been in oil and gas, I've been in security, I have salons, right? I have 4 salons, but I'd never done retail. But what was it? I was staying in 1004. This first supermarket was actually the only supermarket in 1004. So if you live in 1004, please patronize us, Jana and Jazz, and please drop me feedback if you have any, because feedback is truly a gift. So I was staying in a friend's guest house in 1004. So I'd been staying there for a couple of years, and I was staying in cluster A. And the supermarket block, the block that had the supermarket that was servicing 1004, was right opposite the gate. So it was a very convenient, it was a real convenient store. When you come in, it wasn't the neatest and all of that, but at least it met the needs of what we needed. So one day I come to Lagos to stay in 1004, and I realized that the supermarket was closed. So I was like, why is this place closed? And I know how I felt. Like, where will I get my eggs in the morning? Where will I get this? Where will I get that? And this supermarket was closed for months. It was closed for months. I was like, geez. I was looking around. 1004 means that there are 1004 residences in that place. Imagine that 1004 homes have nowhere to go right at their fingertips for groceries, right? They have to walk out of the estate. So what I saw was opportunity. And so I began to dig, I began to search, how do I connect this? I was so restless. And it was interesting because I was not the only person. I want to believe that I was not the only person that saw that this supermarket is closed. Okay, now I have to go to Grand Square, or I have to drive out and go to Multica, or whatever the case was. But I was the one who saw opportunity. And I was the one who went after the opportunity until I got it. And then I got the space, and then today we have our first supermarket out in VI. So it was really a case of, I have a passion, I have a purpose of creating value. I've seen that as something that I hold on very dearly to. I have to create value. If I see a gap, I see an opportunity, I want to create value there. But then I realized that it also has to align with opportunity. So you must be on the lookout for what are the opportunities, and the opportunities, they lie everywhere around us. In fact, every day I'm just like, I cannot do everything. I cannot do everything. I wish I could do everything, because there's so much opportunity. Just going back to stress that there's opportunity. Your passion or your purpose must align with opportunity. Timing is critical. So if you think about it, before COVID, there were a lot of businesses that were very relevant. There were a lot of enterprises that existed. There were services, there were products that we deemed relevant. But after COVID, because of the world experiencing COVID, some of those suddenly became a bit redundant. People were no longer attracted to those services. People no longer required those services. People have found alternatives by virtue of COVID. So your timing is also very, very important, because if you have purpose, you have your passion, you have your purpose, and you want to drive enterprise, and your enterprise is not at the right time, then you're not going to meet that long-lasting success that you're interested in. Third thing is that money always chases value. When I want to do anything, any business or anything like that, if I'm not going to do it well, if I'm not able to bring an excellent spirit, an excellent mindset, an excellent approach to it, then I'm not interested in doing it. I'd rather wait, I'd rather take my time, I'd rather cancel. Because I recognize that money will chase value. Your job is to create it. I have seen it. It is tried and tested. We're all human beings here. We will pay for value, like we'll pay for value. We don't want to pay for anything that we feel we're not going to benefit from or feel it's a waste of our money or our resources, especially now. If there was ever a time that money, that value was prioritized, this is today because of the state of the economy. And it's not really about just creating assumed value, because most times we assume that our service or our enterprise is actually valuable. But it's really assessing that we are creating actual value that our end users, not designing a solution for us. Like I remember when I first started many years ago, I'll just give this story of my hair product. So I manufacture Hairven actually started as a hair care products manufacturing company. So we're manufacturing in America, then we moved to South Africa, and our products were for hair extensions, because then hair extensions had just become a fad. Lots of women were now investing money. Then Atifumi hair was raining, and Brazilian hair was the thing about town. So like I said, once again, purpose meeting opportunity. Trying to align my purpose to opportunity. I saw the opportunity. These hairs are becoming readily available, but the products were not matching the availability of the hair extension. So what we still had were the menthol-based products that were actually meant for black hair, for hair care, not necessarily for care of extension. So I decided to step into that and fill that market. So I remember my first set of products, when they were designed for me and sent from America, I was so excited. To me, as the business owner, I felt like I had just done the best things in sliced bread. Oh my goodness, this product was so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. Oh my goodness. I took my very proud self with my what I perceived to be the best products on earth to Trade Fair Market to have a meeting with a potential distributor. And when I laid in front of the woman so majestically, so much, like gusto, like, oh, look at that, just look at that, look at how beautiful you look at yourself. When I finished pitching to her, she said to me, madam, this your product. Bad though, but the only thing is that this product now, as it look, somebody needs to stand with the product to the talk, 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 talk. The product cannot sell itself. God. I was so deflated. I remember leaving Trade Fair that day thinking that what is this woman on about? How could she? But you see, that's the difference between assumed value versus actual value. So I learned a lesson there that this is not about you, Hero. You're not buying. You're not going to buy that service. The end user, what does the end user think? What does the end user want? Have you tried to get in tune with your customers' actual needs so that you can then create the value that they're looking for, not what you think is the value? The first point for me here is resilience. Anything that is going to be long-lasting, even marriage, want to have a long-lasting marriage, those of our parents and even older ones who have stayed in marriage for many years, they'll tell you that you need to be resilient. You need to be able to withstand. That is really what resilience means, that you can stand gidigba. Like even when the storms come, it can shake you, you can move from side to side, but it should not drop you on the floor and keep you down. It can even push you on the floor, but that you stand up and continue moving, right? So if you're going to achieve long-lasting success, you have to be resilient. Like I think that for me is the most important point. If you're not ready, you don't have the capacity, you don't have the wherewithal to be resilient, don't go into enterprise. Honestly, because if you're going to go into business, imagine what happened to business owners during COVID. Unexpected, unforeseen, unprepared for the calamity that was COVID. Shutdowns, lockdowns, no business for months. No business for months. Many businesses never came back after. Many of them could not restart. They could not continue. They shut down. So it takes a very, very, very high level of resilience for you to build an enterprise that leads to long-lasting anything, success. You have to have an attitude of nothing is impossible. So, and then maybe I'll tie this to my last point when I get there, which is on courage. Nothing is impossible to me. You have to prove to me that this thing cannot be done. I have to be convinced. I have to convince myself. Otherwise, I won't be able to sleep. So I just keep moving like anything is possible. I don't think I have ever started a project with all the money in front of me, like, okay, I want to do this thing, and all the money is in my account to do this, to go ahead and do this project. I have never in my entire life started any project, any business, any company, and had all my capital sitting there. So I had the comfort. I've never. But I just start, and I just believe that I just need to step out. I need to have the vision. I have to have clarity on what I want to achieve. I have to start to work on it, because I truly believe that the things that we speak into the universe, that the universe truly, truly, truly conspires to make those things happen. I've seen, like, the other day, I was just talking to someone like, oh, I need a list. I need somebody who can help me source a particular thing. I was just talking about it. I didn't know where I was going to get it from. I just talked about it, and I've been thinking about it. I went for an opening, and a lady walked up to me and she said, oh, I've been trying to get in touch with you. I'd spoken to your friend. I don't know if she told you, but this is what I do. And I found out that you're opening another pharmacy in Port Harcourt, and I can help you with XYZ. I was just looking at her. I was just staring at her like, and she was looking at me like, hello, are you still there? I was just looking at her because she couldn't understand. Once again, she was proving to me the concept that you just need to start. You just need to start. Speak it into existence, literally. Speak it into existence. And truly, people will come from the north, from the south, from the east, and from the west, and they will align with that vision. But if you don't speak it, you don't do anything about it, you just even think about this once in a while, you don't write it down, you're not breathing it, living it, then taking clear steps towards it, nobody's coming from anywhere, because the universe, no signals have been sent out. No signals have been sent out. So you need to truly have that sense of nothing is impossible. Let me just start. You don't need all the money. Sometimes what you need is people that you know. I was speaking to a group of young people earlier in the year, and I was saying to them, people come to me and they say, "Oh, it's capital, it's capital." Sometimes it's not really about capital. It's that person that is sitting next to you in church. It's that person that you met at the salon. That's the key that unlocks everything. But we're constantly so focused on, oh, I need money. I need money. If I had money, just start. Just start there. What is that thing you have in your hand? What are you doing with it? Just start. Let it be, my next point to be, let it be a long-term play, not an Indomie situation of 5 minutes in the microwave. Let it be a long-term play. So you're not thinking about, oh, today I've done the cash flow, if I put 100, it's not MMM. It's not MMM, put 100,000 now, I will get 20,000. Who told you that you get 20,000 by the end of the month? It's not long term. It's not quick success. If you're looking for quick success, then please go and play Naira bets, or go and do gambling, or all those other, maybe do the MMM style and cash out quickly if you can. But I don't think that if you want long-lasting success, you should come into that enterprise with a mindset of, oh, it's quickly. No, you should come into it with that. This is long-term. I'm building institution. I'm building sustainability. I'm building what can even outlive me if it is able to. That's the mindset that you come, unless you want to just continue to play as passion, as hope, and you want to trade and not to do enterprise. So you should have a long-term play mindset. Another point would be the willingness to structure. A lot of us are very afraid to structure. You're very, very afraid to structure because we feel like if I structure my business, I'm going to lose power. I lose control. I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose it. But no, you're going to gain. And more importantly, the business is going to gain accountability, because that's what structuring your business does for you. Today, I had a meeting. I had my CEO here. I had my accountant, and I had my business manager here, my operations manager. And I mean, that's accountability for me. I'm not sitting in a room by myself trying to take decisions that affect 100 employees by myself. Where is the accountability? I'm not dipping my hands in my business money, using it to pay for my hair, using it to pay for my tailor, using it to pay for the biscuits, the imported biscuits that I like. I can't do that. I have to be accountable. In fact, when I want to take money from the account, I'm thinking when my accountant sees this transfer and he sees the thing there for hair, for tailor. Hey, what is this man going to think? Irresponsible MDC. You just imagine nonsense. Using our money to be paying a tailor. Do we tell her to make 250,000 naira dress with PX frocks? Who asked her to go? You know, so I'm thinking of those things, and that is accountability already. That has already made me accountable to be. I say, I'm not touching the money. If I cannot afford it, I will beg for what's it called, for payment plan. But if I didn't have a check in my system, like an accountant who I care about, that he looks at my books and my books are clean and clear, that I'm accountable to, my business cannot grow. So guess what? That money stays in the business. That money then is used for business activities. That money is used to grow, to expand. It's used to give my employees confidence that where they are has vision, where they are has commitment to longevity, because the money stays in the business. So I think that structuring, if you want to build long-term success, you must be ready to structure your business. And structuring just simply means employing the right people, putting systems and processes in place. I'm shocked. The issue of business structure is a whole other topic and a lesson on its own. So I'm not going to go into that. But there are a lot of people, a lot of consultants, and there are lots of coaches. I've seen a lot of them on Instagram who are willing to teach you. They show you templates on how to structure your business. So structuring business is now like it's a very, very within reach. And it doesn't matter. I have salons. The business I'm talking about is not my oil and gas business. I'm talking about my salon. I have an accountant, I have this, I have that, I have structure. That's why I'm able to branch out into so many other enterprises. So if you really want to scale, you want to be sustainable, the salon business is going to 10 years by next year. The only way is to structure it. If you don't structure it, I mean, imagine I'm here with you, even if the thing is burning down, there's somebody whose job it is to put out the fire. And that person is definitely not me. I'm here with you, so I can't be putting out fires. I'm here talking to you. So somebody else who's there, whose job it is, should be putting out that fire, right? So structuring is very, very important, and it drives accountability. My second to last point is the right attitude. You have to have the right attitude. Attitude is everything. You know, please, I don't want to sound cliche with saying, you know, say the right, I think they said something about the right attitude for the highest altitude. Something like, there's some cliche line to that, but truly, the right attitude determines your success. Your right attitude to success, to your success. Your right attitude to how you fail. How do you fail? How do you fail? What is your attitude to failure? The right attitude to your customers. The right attitude to your staff. The right attitude to God. So the right attitude really just it is a setting apart sort of distinguishing characteristics to have the right attitude. And I feel that we underplay that a whole lot. You can have two employees, one more skilled than the other. And that one that is more skilled with a bad attitude, I will pick an employee with the best attitude and lower skill any day over an employee who is so skilled, because skill can be acquired. I can teach you skill. That skill, they were not born with it. So as they learn it, you can learn. But you just have to have the right attitude. So even you as a business owner, what is the type of attitude that you have? What are your core values? What are your personal principles that guide you, the way that you interact, the way that you run your business, the culture that you build within your business? That attitude is very important. My last point, if I give you my last word and I hand back to Ms. Beatrice, is courage. You need to have courage. If you don't have courage, if you are not courageous, stay away from enterprise. You need courage literally for end to end. You need courage to go after your dreams. It takes a lot. It takes guts to stand up and say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go into uncharted waters. It takes guts to quit your job, to leave a 9-to-5 paying job and say, I'm going to step into these murky waters that's known as entrepreneurship and build value, platform. It takes guts to learn. A lot of people don't know how to learn. They don't know how to learn. They're not teachable. It takes courage to learn, to be a learner. It takes courage to deal with regrets. Because they will come. They will come in personal life, they will come in business life. It takes courage. It takes courage to keep going. Even when against all odds, it looks as if, what are you even doing? You're crazy. You were the person that people said will never succeed. Who told you people will buy this thing and all of that? It takes courage to look that in the face and still keep going. And it takes courage to succeed. So you need to build courage. Thank God that I lean on the one who gives courage. I like I said, that impossible is nothing. I'm so like, boldness is my middle name. You need to be bold so you can take territories. So you can take territories. And my last word I would leave with you is as far as your eyes can see. That has been my word in this season. As far as my eyes can see, I step into a place, I say, I want to dominate here as far as my eyes can see. And I go to Genesis 13, verse 14 to 18. After Lot had gone, the Lord said to Abraham, look as far as you can see in every direction, north, the south, the east, and the west. I am giving all this land as far as you can see to you and your descendants as a permanent possession. I want to just drop that with you. As far as your eyes can see, you can possess. What is that thing? What is that place that you want to possess as far as your eyes can see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? As far as your eyes can see, Genesis 13, verse 14 to 18. What can you see? I'm not talking about when you're looking and you're seeing your junction. That is not the seeing. As far as your eyes can see, when Abraham stood there, he was not seeing those barren lands, wasn't seeing the grass. He was seeing nations. What are you seeing? What are you seeing as far as your eyes can see? Thank you very much once again for having me today. And I hope that very short, but hopefully very to the point, and that you have taken away some very good points from me. And at this juncture, I'm going to just hand over back to Beatrice. Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness, Ira! I just felt like, just keep going, just keep going. No, 14 days, don't get here, just keep going. Oh my goodness, that was insightful, thought-provoking. As far as my eyes can see. Betty, what are your eyes seeing? In the comment section, I've been seeing so many nuggets that people got from this. I can see that a lot of people. Then please give her flowers, please. I want to see flowers, emojis. I want to see more flowers. I want to see claps. I want to see loves. I mean, it was mind-blowing. I don't know about you, but my head. Thank you so much, Iro. Thank you so much. You did justice to this. I mean, I can't think of a better person to have delivered on this topic. Thank you so much. I learned quite a lot of things. But before I go there, please feel free to drop your questions, please. We can't let her go without answering some questions. So questions. I'm going to read some from the comment section, and we're going to give like 2-3 people opportunity to ask. Thank you so much, Iro. Some things talk to me, you know. Your passion and purpose must align with opportunity. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I mean, while some of us are thinking of money, I mean, your passion and purpose must align with opportunity. Timing is critical. People will pay for your value. Resilience, courage, long-term. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So long-term business plans, we're thinking of sustainability. We're not looking at the Indomie style. I remember, I would never forget that. I'll never forget that. And then the willingness to structure. You shook table. I saw so many comments when it came to this. I am guilty. I raised my hands up. I'm guilty.
I'm guilty, so we just have to change our ways.
I know, right? I'm taking this on back. Thank you so much. And the courage, the right attitude. You know, most often we get carried away. We just feel, oh, this staff has the skill, and then let's manage her or manage him. But then I've learned that, look, skill can be learned. Yeah. But attitude. So, I mean, that was insightful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Iro. And thank you all our members for sitting through. Please, your questions. I've got 2 questions for now. So I'm going to delve right into them. The first question I have here is, while building long-term business, A quick turnover business is out of place. This is from Eme Dada. I'll take the question again. While building long-term businesses, a quick turnover business is out of place.
So shall just try to answer them as they come.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
of course not. As I sit here, I do a whole lot of stuff. I do contracts, I do investments and all of that. So that's for me is not passion and it's not purpose driven. That is money driven. That is, I need capital. I need to get cash, So I'm not even building a hell of a structure and investing my money. But if I'm going to invest, let's say I have an opportunity to provide some kind of logistics service, for example. If it's just a commission agent thing of, oh, I know somebody who can do it and make some money in between, that's my job. All I've done there is maybe put in an invoice. Somebody else did the work and I got paid. But if I'm saying I want to render logistics services to the agricultural sector, that means that I have to invest in that business. I have to build a capital base, an asset base. I need to think about all these points that I just discussed earlier, right? So you can see the difference. The difference between somebody saying, I need a truck and I go to meet my friend, you have truck, and you give me and then let me make money on the side. And between me saying I want to render that service because I feel like there's a purpose there and there's opportunity. So yes, certainly we don't frown on quick turnover businesses like you said, but if it's business that you have to buy an asset and you're going to keep tie down capital and everything, then you need to look at it. Then maybe it's not a quick turnover. So really, what's your definition of quick turnover? So just to assess that carefully as to what you mean and which is your where your investment priorities should be. Where are you structuring vis-a-vis where are you just using as a way to generate, quick money, maybe even capital that you need to be able to invest in your actual business. I hope I helped that person who asked that.
All right, thank you. Eme Dada, just in case you could have an opportunity to clarify if she didn't get that, as in she didn't get what you want. I mean, then I have another question. How did you build confidence over the years? I really want to know that too.
Oh my gosh. Everybody suffers from imposter syndrome. In just like a couple of months, I was suffering from imposter syndrome because I was in a scenario, I was in a situation where I thought, what are you doing here? Saying that to myself. But the truth of the matter is that I have people that I look up to, and so let me tell you what I say to myself. What is the worst that can happen? Honestly, I feel like that question to yourself is such a game-changing question for you if you can truly just embrace the response. What is the worst that can happen? They say no. Nobody has died from hearing no. Oh, unless they said, save me, and then maybe you literally died. Of course, they said no and we died. I'm just saying that nobody has died from being rejected, is the point I'm trying to make. Nobody need die from being rejected. So what is the worst? The worst situation, the worst scenario is that you get a pushback or you get rejected. And then life goes on. And what you find is that by the time you keep telling yourself that, what's the worst that can happen? You say no. She'll say no. What's the worst that can happen? She say no. And then you now get a yes. One time, you said yes. Next time you put your foot forward. So you just don't give up, don't stop. Just keep asking yourself, I want to ask person, what's the worst that can happen? Just try, maybe it will help. What's the worst? So by the time you see it, you start getting bolder. You start finding yourself, you start finding your confidence, and you're saying to yourself, what truly is the worst that can happen in this situation? As long as it's not going to be a gun in your head, So
just as slid into your DM a year ago. So what's the worst that could have happened? Yeah, and
I didn't respond
responded.
to it, and I did. Exactly.
Thank you so much. Another question: how do you fill your time and not get discouraged while waiting?
What are we waiting for? Why are you waiting? Are you waiting for money? Waiting for what? What are you waiting for? Why are you standing still? So that person is tipping that question if they want me to give insight. But for me, my question is, what are you waiting for?
So Opelami, please, you can help us add more context to your question, please. Then the fourth question is, did you at any point rely on external support to keep pushing? This is from Deborah.
Okay. So external support, yes, you can't build alone, but there will be a time when you build alone. I remember a time when I was the MD, I was the cleaner, I was the assistant, I was the typewriter, I was the everything. I was the driver, I was supply person. When I started hair in 2009, I was selling hair from the boot of my car. But if you saw my post on Facebook, everything, I would wash my hair, I will wash my client's hair in my house in the buckets I had. I'll buy my products, everything. I will deliver it to you wherever you were in Abuja. If you were outside Abuja, I would take it to the park. I was doing everything. I was doing my marketing. I was doing everything. But over the time, when I had to go to school for my master's, because I had built up such a clientele, I didn't want to lose that. And I had a phone line. So I partnered with a friend of mine, and that was something I forgot to talk about, collaboration. Partnered with a friend of mine, and I gave her the phone. I said, please, when people come to be on Facebook, I will direct them to call the number. They'll place the order with you. I gave her all the stock, everything. I said, well, so she was getting a commission of every order that she handled, right? Everything that she did, she got a commission. So that's how she kept it going till I came back to Nigeria with and then continue the business. So definitely you can't build on your own, right? You need to be able to identify good people. At some point, it'll be family and friends. At some point, it will be business partners. At some point, to be employees. At some point, to be financiers, who step in. At different levels of your business, you will need someone or people who will gather around you to make that vision come to bear.
Thank you, Iro. Okay, so how do you stay motivated in the days you are not seeing the results you want and you are facing a lot of challenges?
I stay under my covers and cry. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, I have some days like that where I just stay under my covers and I cry. And I think that that's okay. But then I now think of, if me, I am crying here, what about my employees? So for me, those days, like during COVID, I have to be very honest. God. COVID, you have 3 salons. I had like maybe then my staff strength was about almost 70 employees or more, including the security men. I mean, these are people that had families and everything. And you're thinking, I paid my staff throughout COVID with whatever we had left in the account. I paid them. I just couldn't. So coming back, I spent COVID thinking of how we're going to survive and how we're going to come back, but not for me, but really because of those people. And that's why that why, when I talked about earlier, you just have to have that why. What is that why? That is the why that gets you out of bed. That is the why that gets you crawling from under your bed when you've gone to hide because you think, everything is coming crushing. There needs to be something that's deeper. And that's why I said money cannot be it. Because if it's about money, money will come and go. What is that why? It's keeping you pushing. That will make you say, you know what, that person I don't really like talking to, I'm going to go and ask them. I will humble myself. I will stoop to conquer. What is that why? That's what keeps you going when the times are tough.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Iro. Another question. How can real purpose be identified? Gang, gang.
How can real purpose be identified? I'm not a pastor. I'm not a pastor, but I know I've sat in sessions where people have talked about retreat, you take a personal retreat. But to be very honest, for me, I feel like I don't think that I had like an unveiling experience. I have to be very honest. I didn't have like a time where I sat with someone and then it became clear to me. But I think that over time with my experience and life, because from when I was in university, right, I could tell. So the things that how much self-awareness do we have? Because even if there's a way that even the Holy Spirit can speak to you, but you don't even know yourself. So you don't even know, is it me they're talking about, or are you talking about somebody else? I find that many of us don't really know ourselves. I'm very, very self-aware. And self-aware, yes, you can learn how to be self-aware. Understanding your strengths, your weaknesses, what you like, what you don't like. Many times we don't pause to think about who we are. What is it that makes us tick? And I think growing up, even from when I was in university, I kind of already saw, and you just see some natural flares. That was something, the different ways to identify. So there's some things that you're naturally, you naturally attracted to. Like my sister finally went to project management. But when she was growing up, we saw that she was very organized. She liked things to be arranged. She liked to coordinate people. So you just find that you have some gifts. There's some giftings that you have. And those things can naturally help you. So to begin to realize that these things are things that I naturally I lean more towards. And it's not about beat. That's why I try to say it's not about I like to do beat making or I like to sew clothes. It has to be, it's deeper than that. Yeah, you are the one making it surface. Spend time sort of reflecting on what do I enjoy doing? What can I sit up? My sister can sit up and help you for 24 hours straight. She will not be tired. She enjoys seeing that thing. And that thing is actually her purpose, her passion, and she's converted it now to project management. mean, she's using it to bless people's lives. She's making money out of it. You can seek for that direction if you're a Christian. Through the Holy Spirit, you can also develop a heightened sense of self-awareness as to what are your flares. Call it what's your flare. What do you have a flare for? And where do you see your strengths? And you can play to those strengths. So I know that I'm good with enterprise. I know I'm a good ideas generator. I know that I am an executioner. So I've already seen those things come to bear over time. And then I began to hone those things, right? I began to hone those skills. And then if you are opportunity to have a mentor or to know someone who you feel has established their own purpose, you can have conversations, because I find that I even get more clarity when I speak to people, when I'm talking. So I'm actually talking to myself, but they're just available as a vessel for me to speak. And the more I speak, the more clarity that I have. So you can, I think that's something that you can try.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we're taking live questions now. And please, I have someone here that has already indicated interest to ask a question. But then if there are more people, please, you feel free to raise your hands, turn on your video, and then unmute. But let's start with Adejoke Oikena. I hope I didn't murder your name. So Adejoke, it's your turn, please. You have the floor. Kindly unmute and turn on your video. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Good evening. How are you doing today?
Very well, thank you. I must really thank the speaker for this very insightful session. I almost missed it by whiskers, but thank God I got a reminder from the headquarters. So my question is, I actually dropped it on the call, but I'll just read it out. So I am at the verge of also starting out something. In fact, I was privileged to meet somebody who could walk me through the business. And I did go to her shop and I got inspired and everything. But she told me that I may not be able to combine my 9 to 5 with the supermarket business because, I mean, of its sensitivity. These are household goods that people can just easily pick. She has a chain, by the way. She has about 5 supermarket businesses. And hinging from my experience, she did say to me that I can't combine both. So I'm at a crossroad right now because I really wouldn't know. This is somebody who has walked this same path telling me I can't combine both. So I'd like to hear from you as a maestro. Is this something you think I can do? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Adejoke. So yes, she's correct. You have to find a way to be hands-on. I'm not hands-on, but I am structured. So in my supermarkets, people, you pay for structure. So the kind of people you're employing, you're not going to, I have a manager, I have an accounting firm, I have an external auditor. My small 1004 supermarket, but that supermarket, if you know the revenue is generating every month, you know why it's more important to invest. So I find a lot of business owners, especially small business owners, don't like to invest in structure. And that's the reason why they struggle. So I can be away from my supermarket. I'm about to open the third one in another city. And that's because, one, I have a structure, number one. Number two, I have CCTV monitor. CCTV, people think that CCTV is what you go and replay to see the incident after it happened. My people that monitor my CCTV 24/7, I have a room behind. We've caught so many pilferers, customers who damage goods, they want to deny, we play it back for them, say, see you right there, dropping the wine and everything, you pay for it. We've got staff, we've got security men, doing. So I have that kind of structure. Then I have an auditor who comes in and does stock counts, periodic spot checks and everything. So you have to understand the risks of the business and look for a way to mitigate it. There's no business that doesn't have a risk, but your understanding of that risk and saying, how can I minimize it? Because the truth is I've also accepted that I can never eliminate theft or, what do they call it, shrinkage. I cannot eliminate it 100%. It's impossible, but I can reduce it to the barest minimum so that it doesn't sink my business. So you have to understand the business, understand the risk, and then for each of the risks, find what do I put in place to mitigate it. Right? So that's what I have done. And it has worked for me so far. At least my business is growing. We're going to be 2 years. We've opened the second branch last year. Now we're working on the third branch. So if you do get it right, you can. It's possible to put the right people. And I've been blessed with people. I have at least I have a good manager, but I also don't believe in the goodness of people. I believe in systems or processes that make people be good or ship out. So I don't employ people saying that I trust that you'll be a good staff. No, my systems will make you either be good or make you be out. One of the two.
System. Oh my goodness. That's insightful again. I still speaks about structures, you know. Well done, well done. So there's Juwon and Nimena, please. The floor is all yours.
Hi everyone. I'm going to turn on my video even if I don't feel like I'm presentable enough. So
You
bear
look
with me.
gorgeous, by the way.
Don't wait for me. Interestingly enough, my daughter's name is Irogama. Yes.
That'll be the second, third other Irogama in the entire world I ever met.
Oh wow. She was literally just watching with me before she went to go get refreshed for dinner. That said, my question is, I have lived in Canada for the last 12 years, and then I moved to Nigeria a year ago. So I'd been running an event management business it took off immediately. I started and it was doing really well in Canada. I came to Nigeria with very high hopes, maybe a little bit delusional as well. And I've had to quickly pivot and then diversify in my business. So apart from events management, we're also doing the food aspects. So gourmet popcorn, ice cream, candy floss, just so that we're able, if it's not event management jobs that we're getting, at least we're getting something still within the event industry. So my question now is that I find that, especially in Lagos, it's very much so a clique thing. And when you're trying to, get into certain groups or even to get jobs or to get visibility, there's always, oh, I already have my people, I already have my people. So there's that. I consider that to be a bit of a roadblock, if I have to be honest. So my question is, apart from WIMBIZ, which I'm really glad and grateful for getting in, what are some of the most effective ways to network, to build a strong network of people that not just, for instance, my event, because I do a bunch of stuff as well, to just expand my network of people, the best ways, I don't know, to meet people, best avenues to meet people, discuss what I do so that I don't feel as isolated as I currently do.
So sorry that you feel isolated, even when you're back home. It's not like you're abroad, but I think you're in the right group of people, with the right group of people, and WIMBIZ just have the roundtable discussions that are physical, which it's a good place to go and meet people physically without necessarily waiting for the virtual ones where you don't get to really connect. But I would say that church is a good place. Church activities, if you are Christian, is a good avenue to meet people. Going for parties, events is another good place because then you get to network, you get it's a more chilled, comfortable. Everyone's comfortable, everyone is relaxing, and everyone can talk, and then you can connect, and it's not too uptight. Aside from other sort of industry-focused events where there's a networking bit, and everyone's sort of selling themselves. So why I like the other unstructured sort of settings that I just referenced is because, one, like I said, it's not a place for selling. So people are not, when you go for conference, everyone is selling something. Right? They're selling themselves, they're selling the business and all of that. So everyone's sort of up there saying that, okay, I'm going to get 100 cards today. You know what I mean? So there might not be that opportunity to really connect. But then when you're in a more informal setting, then you get to talking casually, you can show pictures, you have more time, you can connect from there. Another way to also put your business out there and get people choosing you. Sometimes you have to do something for free. So for example, let's take your church. Maybe you go to a nice church that has a certain crowd of people that you like. You can do certain things, offer them free. And you can do their event management, you can do their stuff. Maybe they can rent their stuff for design and all of that, depending on exactly what your business is. You can offer that. And then people get to experience it. They're like, oh, who did that? Who did that? Who did that? And that's you already picking a marketing opportunity and then putting yourself out there, right? And people now want to give you a chance. Like, oh, I have this other event. Maybe I'll try you. And suddenly you've opened that door. And then the job is now to keep that relationship going. So I think it's just really being persistent because truly everything about business, especially when it's personalized like that. Like what you do is really relational. It's based on preference, relationships, and everything. But it just takes one right client to change your business, especially in Lagos where you are. So you're going to keep trying, looking for the avenues to meet that one right client and not give up. And I'm sure that you will make it. And someone here is probably listening and reaching out to you. So maybe you want to drop your email or your Instagram
Definitely.
page. So you better
Um,
use this thing now to be marketing yourself. So somebody will quickly pick it because you have had the floor. So someone should quickly look at it and see what is she even offering herself. Let's even see it.
Exactly.
that is so true. I am coming for the conference. A couple of people are asking. I am absolutely coming for the conference. I'm not going to miss that for the world.
People are going, they better have it on your forehead that I am
Mhm.
the one.
You ain't got to tell me twice. I absolutely will. Absolutely. Thank you so, so much. Thank you.
You're welcome, Juwon. There's a message, a recommendation from Yemisi in the chat box. That's for you. Look at it and try to connect with those people. And lastly, we're going to call on, I'm going to call on Dr. Love Oladele. I can see your hand is up. The floor is yours, please. Thank you.
I hope my video is good at all. I'm actually in the hospital, but then I'm enjoying this, and
So
my
sorry to
spirit
hear.
is highly lifted. Like highly
So
lifted.
sorry
I
to
really
hear about
enjoyed.
that.
Yeah, it's actually my husband, so I'm with him in the hospital.
Oh,
So
send
I'm
our
highly
love to
lifted.
him.
I will. Thank you. So I wanted to find out from you one. I am this straight business. Is what I understand I like to do. I'm a trainer, I'm a writer, is what I understand I like to do, but I've always loved to have a supermarket. But I don't understand retail at all. How are you able to juggle supermarket, salon, pharmacy? Do you go to learn from someone who is already there? So how do I go about it? I actually love supermarkets, but I'm always so scared because I don't know anything about this thing. Do I have to go and understudy somebody who has a supermarket? So what's the appropriate way, to pivot to something new? Thank you.
Thank you very much for that question, Dr. Love. And actually, that question looks like a Bola's question as well. Usually, I have my hands in too many pies. But those pies are fingerliciously good. So we have to keep sticking our hands there. But I think for consultants, when I was starting the supermarket, just like you, didn't know anything. All I knew was that there's an opportunity here, and my value, my purpose was going to be able to fit right into it by creating value in that community. And so I found that I spoke to people that I knew who had supermarkets. I know quite a number of supermarket owners. And I reached out to them. I said, look, this is what I want to do. Can you guide me, point me in the right direction? And I spoke to 3-4 people before somebody pointed me in the direction of a consultant. So if you want, I can send you the consultant's contact. You can reach me. I'll send it to the secretariat who worked with me to set up my first one. So he did everything, and that's what he does. So he did everything, and I learned, but I went to the market, I went to trade fair, I went to Okari, I went to Balogun, I went everywhere. So there's nothing that I sold for the first week that they were working. I was on the software, I was doing all of that. So there's nothing that my staff are able to do today that I cannot do, right? So that's how I got to understand the business. So I took time from work and I spent it in that opening month. But I work with a consultant. But all the other ones now, like the second one I opened, I didn't need him anymore because now I had my systems, I had my processes, I had the experience, and I knew what I needed to be done. And then also I'm coming from a structured environment, a structured corporate environment. I'm also able to bring that to bear in that business because the truth is across businesses, the principles are generally the same. Principles of system structure, how you treat staff, how you manage your staff, how you manage your process, all those things, they're generally the same. Risk, how you manage risks, how you do your accounting, how you do your stock count, inventory management, and all those things. They're generally relatively the same. So you're able to, if you've had the privilege to work in that sort of structured environment, you bring that knowledge to bear as well. So same thing with the pharmacy. I work with a consultant. So she's helped me set up the pharmacy. And of course, I employ pharmacists and I partner with them for ownership. But I also bring to bear my customer perspective. So like that's what I do with my salons. How do I, as a customer, want to be treated? When I walk into a supermarket, what do I hate? That thing that I hate, you can't see it in my supermarket. You shouldn't see it in my supermarket because I bring that customer's perspective to the table as I set up the businesses there. So that's what I do. I hope I've helped you with that. Thank you so much.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, it's been an insightful evening. Thank you so much, Iro. Thank you so much for pouring out yourself, so much knowledge, information. You know, nothing beats getting information from someone with first-hand experience. So it's not a textbook reading English grammar kind of thing. It's coming from your wealth of knowledge and experience. Thank you so much. We appreciate this, and we appreciate you so much. And I want to thank WIMBIZ also for bringing Hero on this platform for us. Thank you. Thanks for sparing out of your busy schedule to be with us this evening. Please, WIMBIZ associates and life members, I'm not seeing enough flowers, and please, let's extend some love to her, please. Thank you so much. We appreciate you so much. God bless you. I pray you continue to grow, keep soaring, you know, keep conquering new territories, and we'll be here rooting for you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. And then for our viewers, thank you so much for your time. I believe you've learned so much this evening. You know, thank you, thank you, thank you. But before we go, we have some quick announcements. There's an evaluation link should have been posted in the chat group. Please let's know what you think about our session so far. The HQ is going to send another link also to our emails. Please, we need feedbacks. We want to feel your pulses. We want to know if we are moving in the right direction or not. Please let us know. We kindly ask our associates who are yet to renew their membership to kindly do so. For inquiries, please contact through email membership@wimbiz.org. Where are my Abuja and Akwa Ibom people? I know I saw some Abuja people, members here. So the WIMBIZ Big Sister program is scheduled to be held in October at Abuja and Akwa Ibom. We are calling on you to join us by supporting the WIMBIZ Big Sister initiative aimed at giving every secondary school girl between the ages of 14 to 18 years equal opportunity to succeed. The HQ will drop the donation link in the chat box. Kindly generously donate to giving a girl a chance to a bright and beautiful future. Please donate, donate, donate. And drum roll, we've been hearing about the conference. Chair of membership committee has spoken about it. I'm so excited and looking forward to it. So please save the date and join us at the upcoming 23rd WIMBIZ annual conference on Thursday and Friday, November 7th to 8th, 2024. You don't want to miss this year's conference. With all these things lined up, I've been seeing the lineups as well. It's going to be mind-blowing. So come prepared, come ready to network and expand your horizon. This is just the perfect way to end the year and then take on 2025 with steez and unmatched success. So please save the date and make plans for it. For further details, please send an email to conference@wimbiz.org. You also see the registration link dropped in the chat box now. Kindly follow WIMBIZ across all social media platforms to be abreast of her programs and activities. On Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, it's a full name, Women in Management, Business, and Public Service. On Instagram, it's at WIMBIZNG. On Twitter or X, it's at WIMBIZ. I just want to thank you. We're running out of time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for a lovely evening. Thank you once more to the management of WIMBIZ. Thank you to our speaker who came. Thank you, everybody. I pray you all enjoy your evening. Think about what you've learned today. Don't waste time. Timeliness is key. Go out there and make an impact. I love you all and God bless you. Have a beautiful evening. Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.